Welcome to the Engineering, Emotions, and Energy Podcast, where you can relax, recharge, and reconnect. And now, your host, Justin Wink.
Let me ask you a question. How easily do you express yourself? Especially maybe in the way you dress. Even on a day like Halloween, when we're encouraged to not dress the way we normally do. Are you really fully expressing yourself, or are you just being different like everyone else? Stop hiding, show up, and love yourself. I'm a little reminded of a great line from a Monty Python movie, Life of Brian, where the lead character, Brian, surprisingly, spoiler alert, the lead character is named Brian. It's been 30 or 40 years. Brian's speaking to a large audience. Now this takes place in kind of like biblical times, around year 0-ish. And there's a large group of people that he's out talking to, sort of preaching to. So it's just large, like hundreds and hundreds of people are just wanting to hear every word that Brian has to say. And he pronounces to everyone, "You are all different." And they all respond in unison, "We are all different." And then one person pipes up and says, "Not me." And what I love about that is just this idea that often we're happy to be different, just like everybody else. But to truly be different, to truly be unique is often challenging. It's scary, and often for good reason. Often if you have a hard time doing what you really want to do, or even knowing what you really want to do, you probably have a good reason, because there's probably somebody who wanted you to be a certain way. And if you weren't a certain way, there might have been some consequences. Yet I'm here to say that if you're an adult listening to this, you do have the capability and the responsibility to do what you want. It's possible, and it can be done safely, and it can be done without consequences. Now, there could be the consequence that not everybody's going to like it, yet there's ways to not have to worry about that, or that not have to impact you like maybe it would have in the past. Because let's face it, everybody's judging. There's no way you can stop people from judging. We are just judgment machines. The question is, are you going to let somebody else's judgment dictate how you run your life? Is that really how you want to live? Or do you want to live your life the way that you want to live it? This recent Halloween is probably perhaps the one where I've showed up in the most me, where just I let my creative self just come up with the costume I wanted and express it. So definitely make sure that you're following me, Justin Wink, Ph.D. on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the things. Because there's going to be a picture of me in my Halloween costume that I wore to a party I went to. It was also just phenomenal. And it was just great being in a place where creative expression, artistic expression is being just to the fullest. Where just went to a place where I've gone many, many times, yet it was like stepping into a whole new world, which is what the fun and the promise of Halloween can be on a personal level, is just having that chance to step into a whole different version of yourself, or maybe it's a part of yourself or something like that, and just being able to take it out in the world and share it and have fun with it and be yourself and not have to hide and not have to hold back. And this year, I definitely did not hold back. This costume, I don't know. Even though I once it came together, and I'm going to tell you how it came together, I was still like, boy, I don't know. This is kind of radical. What if people don't like it? And I was just like, you know what? If someone doesn't like it, that's on them. I feel good in this costume. I'm very happy with it. So what it is, my costume was a sun deity, originally sun god. I found like an amazing mask on Etsy, because the party I was going to was masquerade themed. So I was like, all right, start with a mask. So I found this amazing mask, just very ornate. It was made in Germany. And so I ordered this thing like early October, because took about 2.5 weeks to get here. And I'm like, okay, this mask is great. Now I just need to then find some gold matching clothing because I just want to be radiating gold. I want to be like the sun god, just radiating beautiful golden energy. So I went to a really large costume shop that has a very wide selection because I wanted it to fit well and I wanted it to be possibly unique and good quality. And they had some, like gold onesie bodysuit type things, and tried them on. They weren't the right size, so I was kind of getting a mammal toe, like man camel toe. Like it was not a good look. Did not feel good. So I was like, all right, that's not good. So I was like looking around, and they had like a disco section. There was a nice gold jacket that had sequins. I was like, all right, this is good. Let's put a pin on that. And then I was walking, and what is this? Could I? Should I? Do I? Wow. It was a gold sequin dress that would go down to about the ankles, a little above or calf. And I was like, well, I could at least try it on. So I go to try it on, and it just fits perfectly. Just perfectly. Like almost like it was made for me. And I'm like, son of a bitch. All right. So I bought it. So I got this gold sequin dress, and I'm like, I need shoes. So I go looking for various shoes, and what just keeps coming up again and again is the shoes I'm looking for online. Because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to find gold shoes that I'm looking for in the store. And what keeps popping up are like these shiny gold tennis shoes that have light up soles. So I can have different colored light up soles. And I'm like, yes, okay, this is cool. So get that. And I'm like, oh, well, I gotta get some hose, some panty. I don't know if it's pantyhose or tights. Tights. I had to get tights. That's what it is. See, I'm new to these. What goes with a dress and things like that. So I had to get tights and got those. And then I'm like, well, shit. Where am I gonna put my stuff? Because this dress has no pockets. This dress has no pockets. So where am I gonna have like my wallet or? So I'm like, you know what? Let me get a little pouch on a string that I can put my stuff in that's also gold. Oh, a purse. I need a purse. So I got this really awesome like metal gold purse. It is just the right size to be able to put my phone, my ID, some money, a credit card, and my chapstick. I got to have my chapstick. I like to have my chapstick. I'm Burt's Bees original. That's my go-to lately. I did get a backup onesie thing because I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe something's not going to come together, or maybe I'll have last thoughts. But when I put everything together with the mask and the dress and the tights and the shoes and lit them up, and I had my gold purse, I was like, fuck, this is awesome. Like I am this sun deity. I am just shining. I am just radiating, and it felt good. It looked good. And anyone that mentioned anything about my costume, the shoes were a big hit. But then other people were just like, you look great. You look fantastic. Great costume. And so I was so proud of myself for not second guessing myself, just going for what felt like it just felt natural to the vision and felt good, and really allowed myself to go out in public, express myself, which in the past I've always really held back and been like, okay, well, it's something that's different, but it's still going to be an okay version of different. Whereas this, I feel like I really like made this thing up. Like I had no baseline. It's not like, oh, I've heard of people wearing this costume and getting it. This is a completely made up thing and very different. I usually don't wear a dress. So that's the second time I've worn a dress, because I once did a walk a mile in her shoes, charity walk thing. And I was like, all right, let's get in the spirit. Because I think it was with a group, and we're like, let's really get in the spirit, wear dresses, wear the heels, do the whole thing. So it's my second time in a dress, and it felt good. It felt, I was easy to move. There's just a lot of good stuff. So I would wear a dress again. I think it can be comfortable, kilts, and thinking back to toga. So there's just lots of times where different people wear different things, and I think we should just be a little bit more okay with that. And it's like, hey, if someone's feeling good, because I think that's the thing I really learned, is that when just by me showing up with allowing my creativity and to feel good, that then other people, they got to see that and got to really see me and a creation of myself, and they got to appreciate me and not just, something somebody else created. And so it really was a great thing. And it really was, to me, a big expression of, how much I've grown over the years of loving myself enough to trust myself and to care for myself, to do what I innately wanted to do and just let that come out and express. And that hasn't always been easy in the past. And so if maybe it's something that hasn't been easy for you and it still isn't, I'd encourage you to find a way to let more of you come out, because you are amazing. You do have great ideas. You do have creativity. You do have things you want to get out there. And you might not even know that because maybe it's just been so long, or you're so out of practice, or you're just so in the habit of just doing things for other people. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It felt great. And if you're like, I don't even know where to begin, definitely, I'd say please reach out to me, because that's what I love, helping people to learn what it is that lights them up. I'm actually doing another program where I help people really understand what it is they're passionate about, get their whole vision of where they'd like to be in 5 years, and then most importantly, show them how it can be done so easily that they don't have to worry about making a detailed plan. I got some great exercises that just make all this super easy, and you feel like, oh, it's like ordering those light up shoes on Amazon. I just put in the order and I knew they were going to come in time. I knew it was going to happen. And that's the way life can be, where you just think it, you desire it, and eventually it's going to come to you. And I know maybe it's been like, that sounds crazy, and maybe that hasn't been your experience yet. I'm telling you, I've been having this experience more and more, and I've been teaching people, and they've been having that experience and just living their life, enjoying their life now, having the experiences, the connections, the opportunities now, because now is really all we got, because tomorrow never comes, because when tomorrow comes, it's now. So it's always now. Now's the time. So really, it's not about stop hiding, show up, love yourself. It really is love yourself. And then you're going to be like, wait, if I love myself, I won't hide. I'm going to show up. I'm going to share my gifts with the world. And the world is going to love you for it. And there might be some people, but it's more about them and not about you. So don't let the few people who maybe have discouraged you or held you back or told you to not be you, to tone it down. Those are just people to help teach us a lesson, and to help us relate to other people that are in similar situations. Yet that doesn't necessarily mean that they're right. In fact, they're not. They're just very certain in their confusion. And I'm here to help you get certain, to get clear about what you're all about. And it doesn't matter if it's with me or somebody else, or if you just start to gradually figure it out on your own. I'm just saying you deserve to give that gift, because you are an amazing, fantastic human. And I want next year, I want you to tag me on whatever your post is and go like, hey, I'm expressing it. Thanks, Justin. Or you don't have to thank me, but I'd love to see your cool costume where you really show up. But if you did already show up amazingly on Halloween this past year, I'd like to see that too. So definitely thanks for listening. And it was really good to have a chance to go and have some fun, because, if you've been following, if you're a friend of the show, been listening, thank you very much. Do appreciate you. Continue listening. If you're new, welcome. But yeah, I've been grieving, the loss of my mom over the past couple of months, and really about a week and a half ago, sort of like turned a corner and been coming out of it and been able to have some fun. And, recently got shared, one way to look at grief is like the grief is sort of like a ball in a bottle. And when that ball kind of like smacks against the edge of the bottle, that's when we feel the pain. Yet the grieving process, it really is all about us expanding our capacity of that bottle, so that little ball of grief, becomes relatively small compared to the bottle, it'll still hit and hurt every now and then, but not as much. And that capacity is the capacity for us to really feel and enjoy all of life. So that means can have more fun, can have more love, can have more enjoyment. And I feel like I'm getting through and more on that side where I'm like, yeah, life is beautiful. Life is great. And it's meant to be lived and not just something to get through and just pass time. Time is so precious. So let's make the most of it. And thank you. And tell a friend, rate the show, appreciate it. And definitely feel free to reach out if there's anything specifically you'd like to hear on the show, or if you'd like to work with me. So, do have some slots available for new clients. So would love to chat and see if it's a good fit. Because, it got to be a good fit. Just like my dress. That dress was a fucking amazing fit. So I bought in, went in with the dress, and I didn't regret it. There's a good chance that if we're a good fit, amazing things are going to happen. All right, thank you, and good day. If you want to contact the show, email me at podcast@justinwink.com. That's Justin, W-E-N-C-K. And find me on social media, Justin Wink, Ph.D. on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you want ways so that you can relax, recharge, and reconnect, find the Tuesday 20 every Tuesday at 12:05 p.m. Pacific. It's only 20 minutes, and it's going to get you relaxed, recharged, and reconnected. It's on YouTube, and it's on Facebook. So looking forward to seeing you there.